Here's a big breaking news coming in. India Today, the only channel to have accessed the full Gyanvapi survey report. India Today has accessed the Special Advocate Commissioner Vishal Singh's report, and that survey findings coming out with some really glaring detail that speaks of the kind of symbolism that has been found inside the mosque premises. Here are the number of findings, including an oval-shaped idol that's been very clearly mentioned in that mosque survey report, which is now yet to be dissected by court. But before that, India Today has managed to get the complete survey report that shows a couple of findings showing Hindu symbolism, including the oval-shaped idol. The survey findings further establishes a shivling-like structure that the survey is supposed to have found. And then further the survey goes on to speak of the temple ruins and how they managed to find image of deities. Many images of deities on the walls of that mosque, that is the underground basement wall of that mosque, has some of those symbols related to the Sanatan Dharma. We're also looking at more idols in crimson color, at least 4 idols in crimson color as per the survey findings. Also, a conical structure under the mosque dome. These are a number of findings that has been clearly mentioned in the survey report, which India Today has managed to access. Let's take a quick listen at reactions. In fact, Ajay Mishra, one of the survey chiefs who has carried out this survey with videography and images that have been filed in court, which India Today has accessed. Here's what he has to say.
I'm joined by the then Advocate Commissioner Ajay Mishra. He's sitting beside me and having one map, and I'll try to get through this particular map and understand what Ajay Mishra went through the survey when he was inside. Ajay ji, सर्वे आपने पहला किया, रिपोर्ट भी आपने दे दी है. दर्शक जानना चाहते हैं इस मैप के जरिए आप जरा बताइए आप किस तरफ से अंदर गए थे और किस तरह से आपने सर्वे किया.
मैं 4 नंबर गेट से अंदर गया था और नॉर्थ की साइड में आया जब, तो मैंने यहाँ जो है नॉर्थ और क्या कहेंगे ईस्ट जो है कोना है, नॉर्थ और ईस्ट का कोना था, वहाँ से शुरुआत किया था मैंने. और सबसे पहले मैंने जब नॉर्थ और वेस्ट, सॉरी, नॉर्थ और वेस्ट का जो है कोना शुरू किया था. यहाँ मुझे जो सबसे पहले जो दिखा तो गणेश जी के आकार की जो है कुछ एक कलाकृति दिखाई दी. इसके बाद सीढ़ियाँ थी. इस कोने पे जो है कमल के फूल आकार का जो है कुछ मलबा भी दिखाई दिया जो है. ऐसे जब मैं जो है दक्षिण की तरफ बढ़ा जो है तो यहाँ पे मैंने कुछ जो है उकेरी हुई कलाकृति देखी, जिससे लगता था किसी देवी देवता का जो है चित्र बना हुआ है.
तो आपने यहाँ से सफर शुरू किया?
यहाँ से 6 तारीख को मैंने सफर शुरू किया और यहाँ जो है लास्ट जो है 5:50 पे जो है यहाँ पे हमने कार्रवाई.
और उस बीच में श्रृंगार गौरीवाला स्थल भी आया
जी.
और दूसरे दिन जब आप गए तब क्या हुआ?
दूसरे दिन हम जब गए तो 3 बजे का समय दिया गया था. 3:45 तक विपक्षी गण का इंतजार किया गया. जब कोई नहीं आया तो अब जो है हम वादी गण को और उनके देवताओं को लेके पूरा यहाँ से जो है शुरू किए. चौधरी जो है वीडियोग्राफी कराए जो है कि बैरिकेडिंग के बाहर क्या क्या स्थित है, पूरा मैंने ये कराया जो है पूरा यहाँ
गोल चक्कर
जी. और जब यहाँ से घूमते हुए हम यहाँ आए तो यहाँ पे जो है बताया गया कि यहाँ पे जो है दरवाजा टाइप का था. ये जो है इसके अंदर जो है कुछ बाहर से दिखाई दे रहा था, अंदर तो जाने की था नहीं, बैरिकेडिंग लगी हुई थी. तो ये बताया गया कि यहाँ पे जो है व्यास जी का जो है ये तहखाना टाइप का था.
ये आप देखिए तस्वीर किस तरह से कमीशन रिपोर्ट है और इसमें पूरी चीजों का जिक्र किया गया है कि आखिर शिलापट्ट पे क्या चीजें हैं, देव विग्रह पे क्या चीजें हैं. मैं कुछ प्रमुख पॉइंट्स को पढ़ूंगा और वकीलों से भी बातचीत करूंगा, पर शुरुआत में यहां से करूंगा. जो प्रमुख यहां पर पॉइंट्स मैं देख पा रहा हूं, नंबर 2 पेज पर अगर आप आते हैं तो आप यहां पर देखते हैं तस्वीरों को कि यहां पर अगर आप आते हैं नंबर दो पन्ना जो है, ये आप देखिए किस तरह से यहां पर पॉइंट्स लिखे गए हैं. कुल 8 पॉइंट्स हैं. इनको मैं सबसे पहले पढ़कर आपको बताऊंगा. ये एक्सक्लूसिव तस्वीर आप देख पा रहे हैं आज तक पर. अंदर से दूसरे खंभे पर त्रिशूल के चिन्ह हैं, यानी कि इस रिपोर्ट में जिक्र किया गया है भगवान शिव के त्रिशूल का, जिसकी बात हिंदू पक्ष द्वारा लगातार की जा रही थी. इसके आगे इसका प्रतिवादी संख्या 4 द्वारा आपत्ति दर्ज कराई गई, जिसकी फोटोग्राफी और वीडियोग्राफी भी की गई है. नंबर 2 पॉइंट जो है वो है दक्षिण पश्चिम के कोने में पश्चिमी दीवार पर स्वास्तिक का निशान खुदा हुआ मिला है और कमल में 3 फूल भी मिले जिस पर नक्काशी और उसके ऊपर स्वास्तिक का चिन्ह मौजूद है.
All right, there you have it. A very detailed report which has been submitted to court. The survey findings which India Today has managed to access right here we have with us. In fact, Gaurav Sawant, Samar Srivastava, both of them have been very closely tracking these developments. They're both right at that spot, the Gyanvapi complex where the survey has taken place. The findings have been submitted in the Varanasi court. Gaurav, if not for the Supreme Court's intervention today, it appears that all the survey findings that we see here, a 12-page survey, a report that's been filed with the Varanasi court, would have been dissected and heard clearly today, but the Supreme Court has asked to hold on until tomorrow 3 p.m. when they take up the matter. But nonetheless, I want you to give us an insight and understanding. You have the report yourself. What does this 12-page survey report really speak of? Detailed analysis on the number of symbols, on the kind of messaging right clear on the walls of that Gyanvapi Mosque that have been found and now submitted to court.
Nabila, this is for the first time that what's inside the Gyanvapi Mosque has been actually videographed, photographed and written about very extensively by a court-mandated committee. So the court commissioner, with all parties involved in this case, went to the Gyanvapi Mosque on different days, and two different court commissioners. On the 6th and the 7th, Ajay Mishra-led team went. On the 14th, 15th and 16th, Vishal Singh mandated committee, the court-mandated committee headed by Vishal Singh, they went in and they've videographed and photographed different parts of the Gyanvapi Mosque complex, inside, outside and the basement, and that place where Wazu Khana was and where the Hindu side insists that the shivling has been found, and all of them, the dimensions of the shivling, of the Wazu Khana, of what else was located at different locations, it's all there in this report that India Today has exclusively accessed. So take a look. What does it say? I want to take our viewers through some of the highlights of this report. It says, shivling ke upar alag se kuch bana hua tha. This is one of the findings, which means the Hindu side says it's a shivling, the Muslim side says it's a fountain, but something that's built on top of that shivling is built separately. It also then goes on to say that the second structure is different from the original structure. It also talks about how there is, they made an effort to find a plumbing system or a water management system, but that could not be located, and the Muslim side claimed that there was no water that ran through these pipes in the past 20 years, but no water management system was located despite efforts made in that direction. Then they went to the basement, Tehkhane mein gaye, Tehkhane ke andar 4 diware नई ईंटों से बनी थी, and this is extremely significant, which means the original temple structure, the mosque structure, and there was some recent construction in the basement made of new bricks. Why was that done? Was that an effort to conceal something? And this will have to be revealed when more investigations are carried out, in case the court permits that.
Right.
नीचे से ऊपर तक घंटी, कलश और फूलों की आकृति, which means these are Sanatan symbols that were found. प्राचीन भारत मंदिरों की शैली, मस्जिद के अंदर त्रिशूल की आकृति, शिवजी's त्रिशूल found inside the masjid, in the mosque, swastik के निशान even in the mosque premises. तहखाना 15 by 15 फुट का, मंदिर की आकृति का मलबा तहखाने में, और वजू जहां होता था वहां there were 30 taps in the वजू pond, and all that water went where the Hindu side insists is the shivling. So these are the findings of this committee. Incidentally, from what sources have told India Today, whatever was videographed and photographed was sealed then and there itself and then presented in court. These images and photographs will come out only once court authorizes it. India Today has exclusively accessed the report, Nabila.